Okay, this video may not be the best quality. Some of you may hate it, some of you may like it. I really don't care. I just needed a place to rant, and I knew I had this YouTube channel with my friend to rant on. And I know she's not here at this moment, so it's not completely fist and blossom, but hopefully you'll be okay with hearing just fist for a moment. She might be pissed off at me, she might get a little mad, but it's worth it. It's better than compressing these feelings any longer. So, here goes. Here's my 4 to 5 minute, maybe less, rant on one of the parts of my life that sucks. So yeah. I wrote it down, so bear with me. I understand why my mother went away. Maybe there was something. Sorry, I can't read this now. What does it say? Dumbass wrote it in a book and pencil. That was all I had on hand. Okay. I understand now why my mother went crazy. Maybe it was not her doing after all. Maybe it was who she blamed. I'm starting to pick up some pieces finally of this never-ending puzzle. It's all beginning to come to me. I've reached an entire different level of understanding. I'm more so drawn into studying psychology and sociology every day. Because I get it. I get why people snap and go crazy. Surroundings are part of the picture unpainted. They're a part that others so hurriedly try to cover up because they don't want to be at fault for being a disability, even though that's exactly what they are to someone. They can't possibly pick up the slack and carry that god-awful weight upon their shoulders. How could you put me in this situation, they ask. How could you publicly humiliate me like this? That's exactly the question the silenced child would like to be asking you, along with the question of, is this what love makes you feel like? You are responsible for this, and for making them wonder if the whole world is like this, and if it wouldn't just be better to leave. Okay, I have the rest on note cards, so this should be a little bit better. I'm sorry I won't persecute myself. You guys do that enough of the time. So fuck me. I'm an asshole. I can only stand the abuse for so long. You've broken me. My own family broke me. And standing there treating me like a piece of shit's going to get a lot accomplished. Excuse me if I don't mind my P's and Q's when your lecturing makes me feel used and neglected. Okay, I just saw a baby passing by a little bit ago. And I miss being new. Your eyes opening up to the world, you unknowing with a positive perspective. Now that you're older, you see all the negative vibes being forced upon you. And even though you pray for it to get better, you're left with this emptiness. You're left with this void that can only be healed by speaking out. But they won't hear it. They've heard enough of you. Besides, you're 17. What could you possibly know about life? You, lacking in experience, are so less knowledgeable as compared to your elders. But even at the ripe age of 2, you were teaching others. See, it doesn't take an entire lifetime. It just takes the capabilities within your mind, and or just you being on this earth. A little boy, just 2 years old, had the biggest impact on me. He can't even speak, but he made an everlasting impression. I know this to be true. Just like people don't want to be valued by race or religion, I can't take the double standard in age. I mean, this woman, my own flesh and blood, my aunt, has the most negative outlook I have ever seen in life. That's what's holding her back, and I try to get that through to her, and punishment is what I get. Her anger increases. All that negativity just comes spewing out at me, and I understand why my mother left. In these past few years, my fight or flight response has kicked in more than usual. My mother had to try and cope for 30-some years. I can't stand living around all of this. So I get it, Mom. I get why you were a terrible parent. I get why you ended up this way. Look who you had as a surrounding. Okay, so that was my rant. I know, it's stupid, but I had to get that out or I was gonna go crazy, like my mother, and I can't let that happen. I'm not exactly like her. But now, I do understand a little bit more of why she is who she is. And if she ever watches this, I just wanted her to know that. There's somebody that maybe understands a little bit. Maybe understands some of her crazy. I am that person. Her daughter.